All right, so I'm at a rental property I have right now, and I just want to show you how to fix a Frigidaire where the freezer, like blower motor isn't working. This unit here is a Frigidaire, and let me get you the part number. I was unable to find this exact one, so I figured this might start to be a problem for people, and I'm going to basically just make a simple YouTube video to teach you all how to fix it potentially yourself. The model number on this is, where is it? Right here. FFTR2021QS1. So this is a Frigidaire / Electrolux. And so here are the symptoms. Like, basically I have a tenant, he said, hey, the freezer is getting really icy, and then the fridge is getting some like condensation, vapor, and water dripping inside. So, as you can see, there's actually still some water there, despite this fridge being like just cleaned. So what I did to diagnose it is like essentially went on a bunch of different YouTube videos, and I ultimately actually had to hire a technician, got him to come to my house for $100 because I need to rent this property out tomorrow, and I don't have time to kind of gamble on the AC not working. So here's what I did. He diagnosed it was the fan. Here's how you can tell. Number one, you want to power it up and make sure you hear the compressor and all the components running in the back. There's also a fan back there. This is basic stuff, by the way. I'm not a technician, but this should be able to help you at least kind of like troubleshoot the main components. So compressor in the back was making noise. The fan back there was blowing and sucking in air, and I did clean the coils. Then it comes up into here, in which water goes through this like condenser here and freezes. So when I turned it on, I could hear it freezing, but I couldn't hear this fan blowing, and no air was blowing in there. So that's kind of how we diagnosed it was the fan. The fan sits right here. So I took this panel out and we watched it, and this fan was like spinning basically like this. It was like spinning at like, 10 revolutions per minute. So just like barely moving. And so technician said, hey, thanks, man, I gotta go. Like, it was an emergency phone call. He didn't even have the time to fix it. So I said, hey, no problem. Can I order this part with your discount? He said, sure, go ahead. So I ordered it, will call. And for this, I ordered this Electrolux fan blower for the evaporator. So this is 242077705. And it's super easy to install. So basically, here's the back panel of the freezer. Took out some clips, took this out, and the motor comes right out. It's basically Legos. Anyone can do this. Like, if you can change the oil in a car, you could do this. And there is the fan. So I'm gonna pop this back in. This is the panel that goes over the fan. The fan sits right in there. I'm gonna pop this back in. Here's the original unit. It's actually still frozen solid, so it's like really cold. I'm gonna pop this back in and make sure everything works. And that is likely how you fix a refrigerator or a Frigidaire freezer having too much ice in here or dripping water in there. This is likely how to fix it. The way you check, take off this back panel. If your fan's not blowing, this is the issue. So stay tuned. I'm gonna make another video right after I install everything back in. Thanks. All right, so I got the panel back in. I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn on the unit now. And there you go. Seems a little loud, like it's hitting. So let me see if I can. Okay, well anyway, it's working. It looks like it's like rubbing slightly. So what I'm gonna do, I haven't even bolted it in. I'm gonna bolt it in and then fire up. All right, so as expected, this fixed it. The fridge is entirely back together, but I put this panel on. Be sure to put these bolts on, because if this thing flexes, the fan might actually hit like the sides. So the way to test it is I go to the fridge here, turn it off to cold, or to 0, and now turn it on. This is probably also how you could diagnose it without like touching it while it's hot. And there you have it. So the fan is now working. This did not work before, and this should fix the issue. So I'm gonna go. All right, so I got this back on. The trick was you kind of like shove this thing down in there, and it's like a little bit malleable. So I was having a hard time actually putting this thing, this fan shroud or whatever you call it. But now there is like excellent air blowing. This thing works. And it's already starting to cool up in here, and it's been like 10 minutes. So I'm almost positive this is going to fix everything. There's the fridge, there's the freezer, everything looks good. So again, 2 bolts, 1, 2, it's like little tiny hex. It's literally 2 bolts. This is just slides, so slide it up. And then this thing where your ice maker goes. If you have an ice maker, there's gonna be like a tube, and this is gonna be more complex. Luckily, this is like a rental property. I don't have an ice maker, which makes the repair easier. So that's it. Fridge and freezer's back together. Probably like an hour job total from removal, installation, diagnosis, and everything. So that's how to diagnose if your fan's blowing in one of these Frigidaires. Let me know if you have any questions. Rental property is now ready to go, ready to be rented. And that's it. I hope this helps a lot. And I think at the end here, you can kind of shut off the video, but if you want to watch till the end, I am going to show you the back panel because I took it off, and I'm just going to put it back on. It's just 4 screws. So stay tuned if you want to watch that. If not, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. All right, here's the last part of the video. This is the back of the Frigidaire. It's going to be a little dark. I'm literally behind the refrigerator. There's this panel. There's a couple of screws. There's 4 of them. Unscrew them, and you'll have access to the coils and the condenser to kind of just take a look. Now, you don't need any fancy diagnosis here. Obviously, I'm not a technician again, but you can tell when that clicks on. You can tell if this is dirty, like just visually look at it. It's not hot or anything, so you can just, you know, blow some condensed air, put a vacuum in there or something. And there's another fan there that's operating well, and then it kind of sucks in air through the back, which I guess makes its way into the fridge. So if any of this stuff isn't working too, that could be a problem. And that's just, I wanted to show you the back side here. And that's all you need to know for basically, I guess, simple diagnosis of the components on this refrigerator. So stay tuned. Well, actually, that's it. So thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. I don't check every day, but I will do my best to get back to you. And I hope this helps someone because there was no video at the time of me making this. Thanks everyone, and have a good day.